In this video, I am going to show you an illustration of an AT ladder and the logic behind it. The beauty of this pattern is that it can be applied to any time frame with any currency pair or CFD. And what makes it unique is that you'll find it appears in all market conditions. It's all explained in full in the AT ladder strategy guide. So let's take a look at an AT ladder pattern. Imagine the market is a ladder with no rungs on it. And you start building rungs in one direction or the other. Let's start with the upside. You add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rungs. As those rungs build, you can start climbing up the ladder. You climb to a point where you can't go any higher. Then the market starts climbing down the ladder. Now imagine there are no rungs on the ladder here. As you add rungs, you start adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You start climbing down the ladder. Well, as rungs are added, that's what momentum is in the market, whether it's on the upside or the downside. As you'll see in the following illustration, when you see red lines building, red amazing trader lines, those are indications of momentum on the upside. When you start seeing blue amazing trader lines pointing to the downside, you'll see momentum building in that direction. So let's take a look at an illustration of an AT ladder pattern on a chart. So this is what a AT ladder pattern looks like. You see these blue lines? They're all ladder rungs, and they're all pointing to the downside. As more rungs build, momentum builds until the market finally finds a low at some point. But in the interim, it tells you should be trading from the short side. We show you in the strategy guide how to trade it, how to use any of these blue lines as your stop, and as long as that line stays intact, your position stays intact. And just to show you that it repeats itself all the time, here's another example of a down ladder. You see the blue lines pointing to the downside. This is what a ladder pattern looks like. And just to show you it works on both sides, this is an up ladder. You can see the red lines building to the upside. And what do you notice? None of these lines have been violated on the way up. As long as the lines stay, and the ladder rungs stay intact, the risk and momentum points to the upside. So this is what an AT ladder looks like. And how to trade it is all explained in the strategy guide. Now scroll below, spend the next 173 seconds watching the video, and see why I say it may change the way you trade forever.